AI is rapidly transforming the education landscape, from chatbot that is supporting students in completing their assignments efficiently to tools that is enabling educators in developing a curriculum just like this. These tools are everywhere and available for everyone. In fact, they are more accessible these days than we ever thought. But wait, have you ever stopped to think, are they actually ethical? To what degree are they ethical? And what are my responsibility as a student or as an educator in ensuring the responsible and ethical use of this powerful tool? My name is Derek Bitton, and in this video, we'll be deep diving into the ethical consideration of AI in education. When using AI in education, there are key ethical considerations that needs to be noted, such as bias, copyright, data protection, exploitation, for example, social or environmental. And also, finally, for me, is plagiarism, which is very, very important. How would you feel when you receive a feedback from your professor or your teacher saying that they've suspected that you've used AI in completing your assignment or the task that has been given in the classroom? I know, right? AI bias in grading can unfairly impact non English speakers, making them feel discouraged despite all of the hard work they've put into the system. Another example of bias is that of HR recruitment, where AI has been found to recommend lower paying jobs for women and higher paying jobs for men. Scientists from MIT found that a language model thinks that flight attendants, secretary, and physician assistants are feminine jobs, while fisherman, lawyer, and judge are masculine. Only upload others' work if the item is no longer in copyright or if you have permission to do so. Another thing you can do is point to the article title or link for the generative AI tool to find the content itself and summarize it from there. There are many tools available to help you work efficiently, like summarizing information and making your reading of article easier and quicker. For most generative AI, you grant them permission to reuse your work. Ensure the tools protect your privacy and personal data by reading the privacy notices on how your personal data might be used. If you are using generative AI tools to collect and process personal data, you need to comply with your respective data protection regulation. Let's talk about exploitation. For example, in terms of social exploitation, Time reported in January 2023 that OpenAI used Kenyan workers on less than $2 per hour to make ChatGPT less toxic. Now, let's look into the environmental exploitation part of it. AI is currently estimated to contribute less than 1% of total carbon emission. However, the AI market size is predicted to grow ninefold by 2030. This means that the carbon footprint is expected to increase even further due to the increase in AI adoption and data center expansion. Do you know that ChatGPT drink water? Well, running a simple query was estimated to drink about 0.5 liter of water. The water consumption of AI models comes from the cooling needs of the data centers that run them. A study by researchers at the University of California estimated that training GPT-3 consumed about 700,000 liters of water for cooling. As we may already know, plagiarism is the act of using someone else's work, ideas, words without proper attribution and presenting them as one's own. It is considered a very serious ethical and academic violation. In order to avoid any academic misconduct or face academic integrity issues, it is important to practice proper citation and referencing. How do you ensure the proper citation and referencing of an AI-generated materials? Let me show you. According to Harvard Referencing Style, For the in-text citation, you can use the AI tool name and the year. For example, in paraphrase, you can say ChatGPT 2024. Another example in a direct quote, you can say AI can enhance students' engagement through personalized learning, then ChatGPT 2024, and so on and so forth. However, if it's relevant, you can mention the tool in the sentence as well. You can say, for example, according to ChatGPT, so and so. So for referencing, it is better to use these formats. You should mention the AI tool name and the year. You should mention the title of conversation or the description of the prompt. And if you have the version as well, you can mention it. Also, if you have the URL, it's also very good to mention the URL and the date as shown in this example. Now, the real question is, where do we go from here? Personally, for me, I think it's time for policymakers, edtech providers, and educators to work together in ensuring transparency, human-centered design, and adequate training for teachers and learners. By doing so, educators will feel empowered and confident in integrating AI within their pedagogical practices, whilst encouraging students' responsible and ethical adoption of this powerful tool. Now I want to hear from you. What's your biggest concerns about AI in education? Comment below and let's start the conversation. And if you found this video helpful, subscribe for more AI in education, hit the like button, and share with your fellow teachers and students. Until next time, cheers.